Everything starts in an austere and gloomy interrogation room, small in size, with a table, a tape recorder, three chairs, and three characters. At one end of the table, Lara sits in a damaged old chair. She's woomy, nervous, with tears in her eyes. Detective Smith and Miller are in front of her. The only thing that is certain is the tense atmosphere in this scene.
Laura, I'm Detective Smith, and this is Detective Miller. Do you know about your husband's death? Because what we know is that you are involved. Things don't look good for you. You better be honest with everything that you tell us.
I'm sorry, detectives. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you know very well what we are talking about. We're not here to play games. We found hard evidence that connects you to his death. You better start talking.
Lately we were having problems, but that doesn't make me a killer. And no woman in her right mind will kill her husband.
If your marriage didn't work out, why were you still together?
I also want to say that I was asking him for divorce, but he didn't give it to me because he said it would affect his financial and economic life.
What do you mean by affecting your financial life?
I mean, we have shared assets, but maybe you already know that.
What we know, Laura, is that we found a knife with your fingerprints buried outside the house.
You don't know anything. He made my life impossible.
And wouldn't that give you a motive to murder him?
I promise. It wasn't my fault. It was Daniel's fault.
Who is Daniel, Laura?
I remember Daniel. He was my lover. I remember that he hated my husband as much as I did, and he was the one who suggested me to use a knife and kill him. Basically, we planned it together, and we did it.
Tell us exactly what happened, Laura.
Of course, I can explain that. I remember that day we were having another of our fights, and he hit at me, detective. So I went to the kitchen and I grabbed a knife. And when I returned, he was starting yelling and screaming, so I couldn't handle it, and I slit the knife. And I didn't think about that.
And then, what did you do?
I remember that after that, I just called the 911 and I pretended to know anything about what happened.
Laura, this is a murder investigation. We can't ignore what you have done. We will conduct a thorough investigation and I will present the facts to the prosecutor, who will sentence you conviction and that of your lover.
I understand. I guess that's what I deserve.
Where is your lover now, Laura?
I just don't know. After everything happened, he just disappeared, and right now I don't know how to contact him, or I don't know anything about him.
Laura, we need to know more about your lover and his participation in this. Can you give us more details?
I'll do everything to help you, but please, you need to promise me that you are going to protect me from Daniel, because I know that he's so dangerous.
Laura, we are committed to uncovering the truth in this case, no matter who is involved. Do you have any information about him that can help us?
His name is Daniel Garcia. He works in an antique in the city center. He's a young and black-haired man, and he was always very reserved. He didn't like to talk about his life, so that's everything that I can tell you.
What else can you tell us about his collaboration with your husband's murder?
From the beginning, I start to talk about my husband as a hindrance to our relationship and stumbling block of our economic emancipation. It was him who suggested me to use a knife, and It was he who gave me the precise instructions about what to do so it would look like an accident.
Got it, Laura. Let's take a look for this Daniel Garcia.
I'll do everything to help you, but please, you need to promise me that you are going to protect me from Daniel because I know that he's so dangerous.
We will wait. We understand your concerns, Laura. Your security is a priority for us. We will take all necessary precautions. The first thing that we need to know is where your lover is. Do you have any idea where he might be? There must be somewhere that he goes to from time to time.
He can probably be at his mother's house or family.
We already sent a patrol and we didn't find him there. Can you think of another place?
Maybe that Daniel used to have a house, an abandoned house in the Highway 58, but he said he never used it. It was just a warehouse where he threw garbage.
Thanks, Laura. We will let you know if we find his whereabouts. You can take her now.